So today's first tip will be on negative marking. Almost everybody will have a problem with this. It is like somewhere I earned some 4 marks, but I made one mistake, so 1 mark went off from what I earned actually. It is not like you have lost the mark which you didn't earn. It is like you already somehow earned 4 marks somewhere. That went off with one negative mark. Okay. So this is the usual complaint by many people. So what people do because of this negative marking is they don't attend questions much. I have seen nowadays many people are doing that only. They don't attend much. So why we lose it? See here, your preparation, your preparation is still theory based. Okay, you're not still in a logical pattern of thinking. Those things have not developed to the expected extent. Okay, your logical reasoning is not still developed because you people are still theory based where you want to answer some 2 mark question with a big sentence, 4 5 mark question with a big sentence, write big stories for a 10 mark question. If I give that, you are actually comfortable with it. MCQs which require a lot of logical reasoning and precise answering. Okay, it is precise. This is quite difficult because you are still in a transition stage. It might take 1 month for some people, it might take 3 months for some people, it might take 8 months for some people. It all depends on you. It doesn't come so easily. More and more questions, when you see only, you will get to the habit of logically omitting some answers and logically bringing one particular option as the right option. So it takes some time. It will not really happen during the transition stage. Okay, fine. Okay, it is like I know why I am losing. I am not confident. So less confidence of one particular option. Okay, then what will I do? 4 options are there. I am not confident with 2 options. I don't know whether A or C is the answer. But I'm afraid actually whether I might go into a negative marking. So what we do? We don't attend. We don't attend. We skip the question. We think it is a safe. You played very safe. Okay. But have in mind, competitive exam is like whether you're running or not the race. It is not whether how carefully you have run. Otherwise, somebody else will run your game. That's all. Imagine there are 4 tracks. In one track, people are attending all the questions. One track, they're attending 75%. One track, they're attending 25%. I mean, 50%. One track, they're attending 25% only questions because they are not confident. Okay. Do you think the person who's attending only 25% or 50% question will get the first rank? Definitely not. Only people who attend all the questions or almost all the questions have a chance to come to the first level. Otherwise, all these three places, all these 3 tracks will go to people who might get almost some 500 to 5,000 ranks. That's all. Okay. So you decide in which track you want to run. Whether you want to run for the first rank or the first 100 ranks, or you want a mediocre rank, which you can just go and take any seat in any college by paying any amount of money. Okay, you have to decide all those things. Okay, fine. If you're when you're attending an exam here in our academy, am I because you got a first mark or the last mark, whatever it is, am I going to give you a seat? No, I'm not going to give you a seat. I'm just going to help you to get a good seat. That's all. So definitely, at least here, you should be able to attend all the questions. Okay, you should be able to attend all the questions so that Experiment it. Try a lot of experiments. Today I'll attend 120 questions. Tomorrow you attend 110 questions and see. Experiment. Here only you're going to experiment. Don't think that your rank came 25th or your rank came 15. So you are like so much worried. That is not the, I mean, that is not the, sorry, that is not what we are for. Okay. Here we have to write a lot of tests. We have to try different ways of studying for this 1 year, whichever suits us. We have to stick on to that, and we have to attend lot of questions and see how well we are attending. Okay, fine. I didn't prepare well for PDO this week. Imagine. But will I be able to attend all the questions? Yeah, it is a doubt only. But you didn't prepare, but still you are attending 120 questions and choosing one option and putting it on the paper. That needs guts actually, but you're doing it. But once you've done it, that's great. Either you go right or wrong, you know why you are wrong. You didn't think properly. Maybe you didn't know the subject or you didn't revise the subject. But still, how logically you are able to derive an answer. That matters a lot here. So please don't ever feel afraid, even if you get zero or minus negative mark. Your entire score is -5. Fine only. Nobody is going to question you here. But you should be able to infer what way of thinking is correct or not. Okay, you decided how to think for one particular question, but it didn't work out for you. That's good. You have known, you know how not to think. So at the maximum question, commit an answer. Okay, so that is more important for us. If you are not courageous enough to commit an answer, definitely you will be running in other three tracks. You are not running for the first track. Have that in mind. Don't think that one day I will know every subject by the end of 8 months or 5 months. I would have studied everything and now I am ready to attend all the questions. No, courage comes from the beginning. It doesn't come in between. Have in mind. Because you are always skipping questions, even when you are prepared well, you will have a negative thought that I might go wrong. That is not the way of preparing itself. You should be like, let me go wrong here. In the exam, I'll be all correct. It should be like this. Don't get afraid by your friend's performance. Don't get afraid by someone else's performance. So they are able to make it. I'm not able to make it. No, you are practicing. In practice, one fellow might go faster than you, one fellow might be slower than you. But are you able to infer that one person is ahead of you, one person is way behind you? If you're able to infer that, you will know what to do to run faster and what not to do to run slower. You should know everything. You should be able to assess your situation. You should be able to assess your surroundings. Preparation is not just coming to class, sitting, listening, and not committing an answer. That is not a preparation. You are coming to class, you know how much you have prepared. Commit an answer, let it go wrong, let it not give you the best result, but you start inferring your performance, you start assessing your performance, you start assessing your preparation, modify it every week. At one point of time, you will be on top. See, whatever ideas we give is a general idea. It might suit you, it might not suit you. But once you, what to say, assess yourself with all these tips, then only you will be able to do well actually. Okay, so that is one. How to decrease the negative marking? Half the time, if I have 100 students, 80 students will ask me this question. Sir, negative only, sir. Everything is going in negative, sir. You can decrease the negative only by preparation or logical reasoning. Two things only. There is no shortcut for decreasing negative marks. You increase the positive responses, negative marks will easily decrease. That is the only way. Nothing like one shortcut is there. You have to put Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall for all the options. Whatever comes, that will be the answer. That is the mantra of this particular time. Or you mark A for all the answers. You'll get mostly right. That and all, it doesn't work. This kind of system, if you have just 10 questions, you can do all this nonsense. But you have 240 questions. The question paper is designed so that luck will not favor you. Have that in mind. The design of the question paper itself is like that. So don't try all these things. There is no mantra here, nothing. You increase the positive, negative will automatically decrease. Should we attempt, should we mark more questions? That is what I am telling. Mark more questions, commit here, go wrong here, get hurt here, so that after 1 year, you should be the boss of this particular system. Okay, have more confidence, experiment any kind of pattern of studying or marking answers. You will be able to overcome this. Negative marking is not what to say, it's a mental problem. That's all. That is all it is. It is a mental problem. You are not confident enough. That's what it shows. You just commit, let the negative marking come, let it slowly get controlled and your positives increase. But your attitude should be to mark everything. That is should be your attitude. Always run the race on the first track. Don't ever think of second track, third track, I'm this much only. Nothing like that. You work hard, you will come up actually. So that is possible. Okay.